Hi everyone, welcome to my Virtual Robotics Toolkit tutorials. In this video, I'll explain the camera control of the VRT software. So basically, we can see the robot and the mat from different angles. So let's see how we can do in the software. Before moving to the topic, I would like to share a few things. You can like and follow ROBO-G Facebook page for the regular updates on the workshops and the classes. You can search ROBO-G Facebook page using the address facebook.com/ROBOG-official. And also you can visit robog.in website for more details about the Virtual Robotics Toolkit classes. You can click on online courses, click on online live classes, and here you will find the details about Virtual Robotics Toolkit regular classes. When you have to solve any challenge in Virtual Robotics Toolkit, then you have to see the robot and the challenge mat from all the directions. So it is very important to learn the camera control option available in your software. So for that, first we will move to the advanced mode by pressing the function plus F12 keys, and then you will enter into the advanced mode of the software. Now there are four things what you have to learn is, the first one is look, then truck, then orbit and zoom option. So how you will do that? So you have to use control and alt keys on the keypad and right click and scroll wheel on the mouse. So the first option is look option. So you can think like you have set up the camera on a tripod and you have fixed the position of the tripod and you are turning the camera left and right. So it's looking like you have set up the tripod at one single point and you are turning the camera left and right, up and down. So this is called look option. Then you have to do the truck camera option. It means in that case you have to use control plus right click, and then when you move the mouse, then you can think like you are moving the tripod in this case. So here the position of the tripod is not fixed, so you have set up the camera and moving the whole tripod left and right, up or down. So this is called truck camera option, and this can be done using control plus right click on the mouse. Next option is called orbit. So in this case, first you have to select the object. So when you select the object by clicking on that particular object, so in this case I have selected the robot by left click, and when you press alt plus right click on the mouse, then the camera will start orbiting that particular object. So in this case I have selected the robot. If you have any other object available on the mat, let's say you can also orbit around the mat. So I have selected the mat in this case, so it is orbiting the mat itself. So if you want to go back again to the robot, you have to select the object, and when you press and hold alt plus right click on the mouse, then you can orbit the object, and this can be done using alt and right click on the mouse. And the last option is zoom in and zoom out, so which can be done using the scroll wheel on the mouse. So it's a very simple thing. So when you scroll up and down, then you can zoom in and zoom out the whole setup available in the VRT software. So these four options were the basic camera control option. Now let's move to the advanced options available for the camera control. So for that I have to move this EV3 brick on the right side, and here we have four options available for the camera control option. So the first one what we have here is called near or far clip option. So when you click on this, let's understand what we have, what are options we have here. So by default in the near clip we have 0.1 option. So if you increase this value, let's say if I make it 1 and try to zoom in to the robot, then you can see I am not able to see the robot. It means you are going too near to the robot. It's exactly like how we put any object very near to the eye and we won't be able to see the object. So exactly it works in the same way, and let's make it default values. And again after pressing the default values, when you are zooming in the robot, then very easily you can see the robot available in this view. and when you increase the value to 1, then you won't be able to see the robot. It means your robot is very much near to the camera and you are not able to see it. And in the same way it works for the far clip also. When you are zooming out, and if you decrease the value here, let's say if I make it 1, and then you can see the robot is not visible. It means the robot is very far away. It is out of the reach from the camera. In another way, how we cannot see the object which is very far away from our eyes, which is not visible to our eyes. So same way we have to restore the default values, and if you start zooming out, then also you can see the object clearly. So you have to set up this default values here to control these options properly. And then you have field of view. So this is exactly like a zooming and zooming out option, so which can be done using your scroll wheel on your mouse. And then we have one useful option available called draw grid. So now we don't have any grid option or any grid image available outside of this mat. And when you do this, then you can see it looks like that the mat has kept on the grid option. So here it is very useful and very easy to understand at what plane the robot is. And if by mistake if you go outside of the view, and if you are finding difficulty to understand where exactly your mat is, then if your grid option is on, then it will be very easy for you to find your mat in the VRT environment. And when you do restore default, so all the default values will come here. And if you want to remove the grid option, then you can click on that again and it will remove the grid option from that. Now the next option is called camera preset option, which allows you to see the robot or the mat or the whole setup in different direction. So if you want to see the robot from front, then you have to click on the front option here like this, and then back option if you want to see the robot from back. And make sure you have selected the object which you want to see from different angles or directions. So I have selected here the robot from left, you can see like this, and from right you can see the robot like this. As we have a board, some other object is available in front of it on the right side, that is the reason it was showing some other board on that. And when you zoom it, then you can see the right side of the robot, and then you have the top view. So in this case you can see the top view of the robot, and then we have the bottom view. So in bottom view you won't be able to see the robot because there is the challenge mat below the robot. So like this you can use the different views using this option. So the next option is the perspective or orthographic view. So this is nothing but you can say zooming in or zooming out option. And the last option is called camera tracking option. So how exactly it works? So for that you have to choose the object. So here I have selected the robot, and then you have to set the target object. The camera should follow which object. For that you have to do this settings. So I have already selected the robot, and I'll click on set target object, and here you can see the name has come left robot. The name of this robot is the left robot here. Now tracking type, what you want to follow the camera along with the robot, or tether, or look at. So let's understand how exactly it works. So you will understand it when I play the program, how exactly all these three options works. So let me play the program and select all these three options one by one and understand what is happening when we choose these options. So we have one program for the black line follower, and I'll go to that. So this is the program to follow the black line. I'll connect the robot with the EV3 software and I'll play the program. And here I have selected by default follow option. So what is happening here is you can see I have selected here top option, and in this case the top view of the robot is coming and the camera is following the robot. If how exactly the robot is moving, the camera is also moving along with the robot. So this is the option for follow option here. Then let's see look at. So in look at option, what is happening if I play the program? Let me switch on the EV3 brick, and when I play the program, then in this case it looks like you have set up the camera on the tripod and it is just moving left or right and following the robot. So basically it is not following the robot, it is just sitting at one point and turning the camera left and right and recording it. So let's play it again and understand look at options. So if I play the program, then you can see the camera is just moving left and right. It is not following the robot like what we saw in the previous setting, that was follow, and here it is just moving the camera left and right by sitting at one single point. And now let's understand the last option, that is the Tether option. So in this case what is happening, so let me play the program and see what is happening here. So I am resetting the simulator and I have played the program. So in this case what is happening, the robot is not following the camera, so it's not going along with the camera, and it is also not fixed at one point. The camera is also not fixed at one point. In this case it is just going up and down. The camera is just going up and down. It is not turning the camera left and right, or it is not following the robot also. Let's play the program again and understand what is happening here in the Tether option. So I am resetting the simulator and I have played the program, and you can see it properly that the camera is just going up on the mat and down to the mat. So it is not turning the camera, it is not following the robot, it is just moving the camera up and down on the mat. So this is how you can use the camera options available in the VRT software. And it is very important to explore yourself. Even after seeing the video, you may have some confusion about how to use the camera control, but my personal suggestion is explore more by using yourself all these options and keep on trying, and you can understand in better way.
Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications. Thank you.